Are you getting scammed? There is an incredibly common practice within the fitness industry of completely scamming people when it comes to protein supplements. Now, the main thing we have to cover here today is protein spiking. Protein spiking is adding in extra free-form amino acids into a product to manipulate how much protein it contains, or more so, manipulate how much protein it says it contains through testing. Now, we have to understand that to decide how much grams of protein is in a product, testing has to be done. But the FDA uses outdated protein testing protocols that really are just testing for nitrogen. And what ends up happening is there's a lot of rooms to cheat the system now by a lot of companies who are currently doing this. In fact, many companies, you can find online dozens of companies right now that are under pending lawsuits because they have done this so badly. So to name a few examples here, look out for protein supplements that contain creatine, taurine, glycine, and glutamine. There's no real reason for them to add in these ingredients. And furthermore, certain ingredients here can actually test higher than a gram of protein. So for example, creatine here, 1 gram of creatine can test as high using these outdated nitrogen tests as 1.8 grams of protein. Glycine over here, it can actually test as high as 1.2 grams of protein. 1 gram of glycine equals 1.2 grams of protein using these outdated tests. And when you look at these some of these free-form amino acids, something like taurine, it's 4 times cheaper than getting whey protein concentrate. So there's a lot of opportunities here to reduce how much money it costs to make a protein product and actually manipulate how much protein's actually in there, or tested or supposed to be in there, which leaves a lot of room to cheat the system. Now, the biggest scam out there right now is adding in whey protein concentrate 34. The good whey protein concentrate consists of whey protein concentrate 80. Now, that's 80% of it being whey protein concentrate. Now, one whey protein concentrate 34 is a third the price, and of course, way less protein. And what companies will do is, instead of putting in whey protein concentrate 80, they'll put in whey protein concentrate 34, again, a third the price, and under FDA guidelines, they can label it the exact same. So it doesn't matter if they're using whey protein concentrate 80 or whey protein concentrate 34, they can label them whey protein concentrate and you have zero idea, which is extremely unfortunate and needs to change in my opinion. But what companies will do is they'll use whey protein concentrate 34, and then they'll have a lot of room to add in these free-form amino acids. And the ingredient list will look something like this. Here's a good example here. The first ingredient being a protein blend, whey protein concentrate, don't know if it's 34 or 80, glutamine peptides, L-leucine, L-valine. Glutamine peptides, a huge red flag. There is no reason for them to be in there. Absolutely no reason. Another example being taurine. They'll add in taurine and L-glutamine. In fact, this is a very common example of what a label will look like. And the 3 ingredients that pop out to me as huge red flags are glutamine peptides, taurine, and L-glutamine at the end here. Very, very big red flags to have multiple free-form amino acids like that added into it. And what this tells me is this whey protein concentrate is likely 34, and the actual protein content in here is way less than what it says. And speaking of the pending lawsuits that are going on right now, there are some companies that when third-party testing is done, better testing is done, what they find is that they'll bolster, or they'll say they have, 30 grams of protein per serving, and when third-party testing is done, they'll have as little as 13 grams of protein. I'm not talking about here, it says it has 25, actually has 24. I'm not talking about 1 gram difference here, which by the way shouldn't even happen in itself. I'm talking about less than half at times because of this protein spiking, because of this mislabeling of whey protein concentrate 34 when it should be, or is acting like it is, 80. There's a ton of opportunity right here to cheat the system. So what you need to do as the user of this product, you have to learn how to read labels. You should learn how to look up third-party testing. And when you see these free-form amino acids added into the ingredient list, that should be a red flag. You have zero idea the actual protein content within your product, and considering protein products are by no means cheap, you want to make sure you get one that actually works and actually has what it says it has. So make sure you learn how to read the labels, look out for these red flag ingredients, and if you can, look up the third-party testing of a specific protein before purchasing it, because you may just be getting scammed.